Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video will be a short instructional video about building up the knuckles when you are wrapping your hands. Now this video is a follow-on video from our previous video about generalized hand wrapping. We had a few questions in our comments from a couple of our subscribers with regards to how specifically to build up the knuckle and to hold it in place. So today's video will be addressing that. Okay, so this is the method that I used to use in my early days when I used to build up my knuckle in the start of my career. Now, this is a very basic way, as you can see here, where I quite simply just circle around the knuckles continuously to add extra layers of protection. Now, it's not very hard to do. It gives a good level of protection on the knuckles, but as you can see from this bit coming up in a second, although it gives good protection on the knuckles, there is actually a lot of wasted wrap underneath on the palm side there, as you can see, which could have been used elsewhere, i.e. to protect some of the more important parts of the hand, like for example onto the wrist. So this is my now preferred method of wrapping and building up the knuckles, and as you can see in this video here, it involves going around each knuckle individually, and this time we are going around the inside and then going around to the outside of the knuckle and then re-wrapping it around the wrist, and then once again to the inside of the knuckle and then round to the outside of the knuckle, and each time re-wrapping it. This gives it a good fastening and will hold your knuckle piece in place. Okay, so there's lots of different types of materials that you can use for your knuckle piece or your knuckle pad. This is a piece of tissue. Anybody can get hold of tissue. It's very cheap, it's very cost effective, and the great thing about it is it tends to fit the average person's hand perfectly. Now, another great thing about using tissue is it's very, very easy to add or take away more or less padding to suit your needs. So it's a very, very quick and easy way of building up the knuckle. Okay, so there are professional pieces of kit out there on the market specifically designed for this task of protecting and giving extra protection to your knuckle. Now, this is a Lonsdale gel glove, which is a small glove which is designed to be worn underneath your boxing glove. Now, as you can see, it doesn't give much protection to the metacarpals or on the wrist, but is very, very convenient and very, very quick to put on. But through my experience, the density of the foam or the gel in the knuckles has never been sufficient for me or my liking. So through my experience, I would not recommend them. Okay, so our last example of what we can use for our knuckle padding or our knuckle protection piece is a elasticated bandage. Now, the great thing about an elasticated bandage is that it can be folded to fit any size of hand, and you can fold it to have varying levels of protection on the knuckle. Now, we are using the method that we previously shown here in the video to wrap around each individual knuckle, as it gives the greatest level of hold and will hold the protection piece in place and to stop it moving. Now, it's important to note that it doesn't really matter what kind of knuckle padding or kind of style of knuckle protection piece you like to use. It could be an elasticated bandage like this. It could be one of the professional style of gloves like the Lonsdale gel glove shown previously. It could be a piece of tissue. It could be a piece of underlay or foam. Whatever is your choice, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's wrapped and held in place as shown here, it's then very, very easy to go over the top with a standard 4 or 4.5 meter wrap, and then we can secure the hands by protecting the metacarpals and building up on the wrist And then that way your hand is getting the extra protection on the knuckles, but also protecting the metacarpals and the wrists, which are always the main parts that I personally have to protect. So as you can see here, the hand is nicely wrapped, the knuckle is built up, it looks nice and neat, it looks nice and tidy, and it gives an excellent level of protection. Okay guys, that brings today's video to a close. Thanks very much for watching. If you like what you saw here today, give us a like, click the subscribe button, check out the other content on our channel, and keep your eyes peeled for our next upcoming video very, very soon. I've been the Martial Arts Insider. Until next time.